So, die Linke, die wollen die Definition von Antisemitismus umdeuten. Sie wollen das ändern. Und das hört sich schon ein bisschen komisch an. Ich habe mir da ein bisschen vertieft. Und jetzt muss ich wirklich die Linke beschützen. Das mache ich nicht gerne. Das wirklich nicht. Das mache ich wirklich nicht gerne, aber ich muss es tun. Und warum, sage ich dir gleich. People. The left in this country and all over the world are batshit crazy people, right? They're crazy. They're part of a cult and they don't even know it, right? Their ideas are insane. 99% of what they say is utter and complete bullshit, which would never work in modern day. We've got some of them running around saying they want to get rid of capitalism. Well, I'd like to hear what system they would like to replace it with. I'm sure it's socialism of some form or another, and we've already been through that, right? Up till now, capitalism has been pretty successful. Socialism, not so much. I would say we're pretty much, they're pretty much on the losing team with that kind of shit. Still, a broken clock is right twice a day, and in the case of their wanting to change the definition of anti-Semitism, I totally get why they want to do it, and I completely agree with them. Right, so apparently there's the official definition of anti-Semitism includes a lot of stuff, but one of those things that it includes is like certain criticisms of Israel would be considered anti-Semitism, right? And we see that problem now. Basically, everybody that doesn't want a bunch of innocent Palestinian people to be murdered is basically an anti-Semite now, right? Everybody who agrees or disagrees with the course that Israel's government is going is basically for Israel, for Jews, and for the wokesters and all the other people on their high moral horses is basically considered an anti-Semite. And that's dangerous territory because that's not the case. As a matter of fact, I do not agree with Israel, right? I don't agree that they got attacked on October 7th. Of course they did. It was horrible. Absolutely. And of course they can defend themselves. No problem. They just don't have to indiscriminately kill tens of thousands of innocent people in order to get to their target, which is supposed to be Hamas. Now, that's not what they're doing. They're getting to Hamas by basically murdering everybody in the region. That's one way to do it. I wouldn't do it that way. Don't agree with it. That's it. That does not make me an anti-Semite. So what the Linke want to do is they want to make sure that the definition doesn't include criticism of Israel in it as a reason to label somebody anti-Semitic. Well, first of all, for just logical reasons, that would be a good thing, because criticizing Israel is not anti-Semitism. It just isn't. Everybody knows it. Nobody should be sitting there pretending like it is or saying that it is. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because that would mean that criticizing the German government means that you hate Germans. You know what I'm saying? That you are a racist against Germans. Or criticizing Trump. That's a racism against Americans. You know what I'm saying? Specifically white Americans, because Trump is white. That shit is utterly ridiculous. So not only should the Linke have this definition changed for our protection in free speech, right? I agree completely with this. Yeah, they should. They should protect our free speech. I know that's not what they're doing. Right? They're not protecting our free speech. They're protecting their free speech because they don't want to be excommunicated out of the Bundestag because they can suddenly be labeled as anti-Semitic, just like they're trying to do to the AfD by labeling them racist and Islam haters and all this other shit. See, if they can get that, on paper and they can get that done, they can try to ban the AfD. The Linke are part of the movement that are trying to ban the AfD, right? So they know what is necessary to ban somebody, and they don't want it to happen to them. And they are not on the side of Israel. And they want to be able to say that, because a lot of the people that vote for them also say that. So if they suddenly don't say that anymore, or they try to back off from it because they're worried they're going to get persecuted or prosecuted for their speech about Israel, then they're going to lose voters. So for them, it's also a business decision, right? And I totally get it. I understand they're not doing it for me and you. They never do. Right? They say they do, but they never are really doing that. Doesn't matter. They're still doing the right thing. right? The people that are criticizing the Linke by saying, oh, they're all anti-Semites and they all love Palestine and blah. Listen, just because people don't want innocent Palestinian people to get murdered doesn't mean they love them and doesn't mean that they hate Jews, right? Let's get this straight, because otherwise we're going to have this shit where, our side, because the side that I'm generally on is generally more pro-Israel, right? So this is going to piss people off, but I don't care, because it's the right thing to say. It's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? There is a distinction. There is a difference between somebody who doesn't support this war of killing innocent people and somebody who supports Hamas. I do not support Hamas. And I'm pretty sure most of the Linke also don't support Hamas. If they do, then they should be condemned and they should be removed from the party if you can connect them directly to Hamas support. But if what they are saying is they want Palestinians to be free and not under Israel's control, that's completely legitimate. I mean, it really is. You know what I mean? It really is. So anybody that's saying, well, that's crazy that they want to now change the definition of anti-Semitism. No, it's necessary they change it. It's not crazy. They have to change it. Because I never knew this definition, but I mean, in the official definition, it includes that certain criticism of Israel or analogies to Nazi times, if you're talking about Israel, that's anti-Semitism. Wait a fucking minute. No, that can't be right. So if that's the definition now, yes, it has to be changed. Before innocent people are labeled as anti-Semites based on a definition made up by people that obviously don't know the meaning of anti-Semitism. So I'm legitimately 100% on the Linke side, for only on this one issue though. Because for the rest, like I said, they're pretty much crazy people, right? They're pretty much, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. But on this specific issue, they're 100% correct. And I hope they get the definition changed. I really do. Because that's crazy. The definition that it is now, that's crazy. We all know it's crazy. It's bananas. You can't do shit like that. And you can't just say, well, now that but it's the side I like, so they get a pass. You know what I mean? No. You can't play that game. Right? You can't play that game. So, good for the Linke. Get that definition changed. For the only time in my existence, I think, I've been behind any one of your proposals. So there you go. You got somebody on the other side to stand behind one of your policies, which is amazing. I feel stupid, but I mean, not really. I got to stand by my own principles. And I am for freedom of speech, and I'm definitely for being allowed to criticize Israel without being called an anti-Semite. That's insanity. So hopefully they get it changed, people, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the Insanity Report. Today, by the way, is Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 14th of May, 2025. It's now 10:20 in the morning. This was the Insanity Report for today. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.